Hi, I'm Angie, and today we'll be doing a Hatha Yoga Flow. Our recording today is in the Baylands, Northern California. It's a bird refuge. It's beautiful out here today. All right, let's start in our mountain pose just for a few breaths. Pressing those heels into the mat, standing up nice and tall, closing our eyes if you'd like. In through the nose, out through the nose. Maybe setting our intention for our practice today. All right, let's move into our child's pose when you're ready. Dropping to those knees. Knees are wide, toes touching. Dropping our forehead to the mat, reaching those hands above our heads. Slowing that breath down, in through the nose, out through the nose. Let's make our yoga breath today 3 counts in through the nose, 4 counts out through the nose. Making that exhale just a little longer. Really focusing on our breath today. If your mind wanders, just bring it back to your breath. And when you're ready, we're going to walk those hands to the right. Feel this stretch in our left side. Take a breath or two here. All right, walking those hands to the left. Remember, we always do the same thing on one side as we do on the other. Let's take a breath or two here. All right, let's come back to center. Let's move up on our knees. Let's do a few cat-cows. So inhale, chin up, arch our back. Exhale, rounding our back, chin to chest. Let's do that a few times. Inhale and exhale. Feel free to move around, stretch that lower back. Let's take 2 more breaths here. All right, let's move into our downward dog, lifting up those knees, walking those heels out. Remember, those fingers are nice and wide, palms pressing into the mat. When you're ready, let's move forward to plank. Shoulders right above your hands. Feel free to drop those knees if you'd like. All right, let's drop those knees, stretch our shoulders. Right arm reaches to the sky. Let's take a breath or two here. And let's drop that arm to the mat. Shoulder drops down. Left arm above your head or wrapped around that lower back. Now you can even lift that left leg up. Take a few breaths here. All right, lower down, pressing up with that left hand. Other side, left arm reaches up. Let's drop that arm down. Shoulder drops to the mat. Right arm reaches above our head if you'd like, or wrapped around that lower back. Always doing the same thing we did on the other side, so you can lift that right leg up. And lower down. Let's press back up with that hand. All right, let's send that right leg back. Left arm forward, eyes are down, stomach strong. Let's take a few breaths here. Let's add a motion here. On your next inhale, we reach. Exhale, elbow comes to your knee. Let's do that a few times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunching in. Stomach's nice and strong. 2 more times. And on this last one, let's hold that elbow to our knee, breathing in and out. Stomach strong. All right, lower down, other side. Left leg goes back, right arm forward. Hold here for a few breaths. Let's add our motion. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunching in. Let's do that a few times. Stomach's nice and strong. One last time. And let's hold here, breathing in and out. And lower down. Let's do a few cat-cows. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, rounding your back, chin to chest. Now let's move back to our downward dog, lifting up those knees, pressing those heels into the mat. Let's take a few breaths here. All right, let's lift that right leg up behind us, pressing our left heel into the mat. Take a breath or two here. Let's bring that right leg all the way forward. Left knee drops down. Find your balance. Arms go up. Stomach strong. Remember, we're squeezing those stomach muscles. All right, let's do a twist. Palms come together, twist to the right. Left elbow sits on that right knee. Take a few breaths here. We're pressing those palms together. And let's straighten that right leg, reach for those toes. Take a breath or two here. And let's come back to center, bending that right knee. Left hand drops to the mat, right arm reaches to the sky. You can keep that left knee down, otherwise we lift that left knee up. Neck is comfortable. Once again, stomach's nice and strong. Focus on your breath. Moving back to our downward dog when you're ready. Hands on the mat. Walk those feet back. Let's lift that left leg up behind us, pressing that right heel into the mat this time. Let's bring that left leg all the way forward. Right knee drops down. Find your balance. Arms go up, bending that knee. Active arms, active fingers, facial muscles relaxed. Let's move into our twist, palms together. Twist to the left this time. Right elbow on that left knee. Remember, we're pressing those palms together. Straighten that left leg, reach for those toes. Nice stretch in the back of that leg. And moving into our twist, bending that left knee. Right hand goes to the mat this time. Left arm reaches to the sky. Knee up or knee down. Do the same thing you did on the other side. Stomach strong. And remember, we don't want to strain our neck, so you can gaze to your fingertips if you'd like, looking up, or you can keep those eyes down. All right, back to downward dog. Let's flow through our vinyasa 3 times. When you're ready, inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. You can drop those knees. Cobra, downward dog. 2 more times. Follow your own breath. Inhale and exhale. Lower elbows are tight to the side. One last time. When you're done, let's move into child's pose. Reaching those arms above our heads, knees are wide, toes close together. Dropping that forehead to the mat. Let's take a few breaths here. Really training our thoughts to relax. Focus on the present moment. Nice long exhales here. All right, let's move back to downward dog for a few breaths, lifting up those knees. Right leg comes up behind us again, bending our knee, opening up our hip, stretching our hip flexors. Let's move into crescent lunge. Right leg comes all the way forward. Coming up on those back toes, find your balance. Arms go above your head. Stomach's nice and strong. Focus on your breath. Let's move into our twist, bringing those palms together in front of us. We twist to the right. Left elbow sets on that right knee. You can always drop that left knee down like we did before if you need to. Palms pressing together. You can open those arms if you'd like. And dropping those hands to the mat, let's do our runner's lunge, chin up, shoulders back. From here we do our standing splits, hopping up on that right foot, left leg comes up behind us. There's always different variations, feel free to take it. Both hands can stay to the mat, you can reach for that right ankle with one hand or both. Making our way back to downward dog when you're ready. Taking a few breaths here. And we lift that left leg up behind us, bending our knee, opening up our hip. Moving into our crescent lunge, left leg comes all the way forward. Finding your balance, you're on those back toes. Arms go up, bending that left knee. Remember that stomach is nice and strong. Arms are reaching to the sky. Moving into our twist. Palms come together, twist to the left. Right elbow sets on that knee. Palms are pressing together. Dropping that knee if you need to. And we open up those arms if you did on the other side. Take a breath or two here. Now we move into our runner's lunge. Both hands drop to the mat, chin up, shoulders back. Moving into our standing splits. Right foot stays on the mat, left leg comes up behind us. Reach for that ankle if you did on the other side. This is a challenging balancing position. Coming out early if you need to. Let's make our way back to downward dog. Once we're there, we take a few breaths here, then let's flow through our vinyasa a few times. Pushing yourself here if you can. Inhale, moving forward to plank. Exhale, we lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Couple more times, follow your own breath. Always keeping those elbows tight to our side. Once you're done, we meet in child's pose, resting pose. Forehead drops to the mat, slowing that breath down. Maybe even deepening your breath here. All right, let's move back to downward dog when you're ready. Lifting up those knees, palms pressing into the mat. We're going to walk those feet up to our hands, forward fold. Let's take a few breaths here. You can feel free to bend those knees, swaying side to side. Just drawing that blood to our face. Just notice the blood rushing to your face. It increases that circulation in our face. You can move your head side to side. Maybe coming up halfway. Then you can lower back down. Slowly coming up to standing. Let's start by clasping our hands behind, opening up our shoulders. You can add a slight back bend if you'd like, stomach strong. And coming back to center. Release those hands. Let's lift those hands above our heads. Let's move into our chair pose, bending those knees. Stomach strong, tailbone tucked under, supporting that lower back. Facial muscles relaxed. You can hold here, you can bring those hands together in prayer position. Forward fold. Take a few breaths here. You can reach for those elbows, swaying side to side. Let's move back to our downward dog. Take a breath or two here. And let's flow through our vinyasa a few times. Push yourself here if you can. Really pressing that chin up, shoulders back in your cobra. And when you're done, let's meet in downward dog just for a breath or two. We won't rest too long. Let's move straight into warrior two. So let's bring that right leg all the way forward. And we come up, right arm is forward, left arm behind us. Gazing over those right fingertips. Really squeezing those core muscles here. Facial muscles relaxed. Let's bring those palms facing up. Take a few breaths here. Let's move into reverse warrior. Right arm reaches to the sky, left hand drops to that leg. Let's take that right knee just a little deeper. Let's move into our triangle pose. Right arm comes forward. We straighten that right leg. Right arm drops down, left arm up. Let's take a few breaths here, feeling this in our left side. Focus on your breath here. All right, slowly coming up. Let's bend that right knee again, dropping that right elbow to our knee. Left arm comes up. Now let's hold here. Remember, there's a lot of different variations. Take one if you'd like. Let's take a few more breaths here, always pushing yourselves in these positions. All right, when you're ready, let's move back to our downward dog. Hands on the mat. Let's walk those feet back. Take a few breaths here. Once you're in downward dog, really pressing those heels into the mat. You can move your head side to side. And let's move to the other side. Left leg comes all the way forward. We move into warrior two, bending that left knee. Maybe even deepening your breath here. Palms face up. Moving into reverse warrior, left arm reaches up, right hand drops to that leg. Maybe taking that left knee just a little deeper. All right, back to center. Let's do our triangle pose. Straighten that left leg, drop that left arm down, right arm reaches up. Remember, we don't want to lean forward on this. We're up nice and tall. Another breath or two here. Let's move back to warrior two. Bending that left knee, let's drop that left elbow down, right arm up. Doing the same thing you did on the other side. This time let's focus on our breath. Deepening that breath. 4 counts in through the nose, 4 counts out through the nose. Facial muscles relaxed. All right, let's move back to downward dog. Once you're in downward dog, take a breath or two here. Then let's flow through our vinyasa a few times. Or you can move straight to child's pose. Just listen to your body, what works for you. Push yourself here in our vinyasa if you can. Follow your own breath. Last time through. Let's move to our child's pose when you're done. Remember, those knees are nice and wide, toes touching. Instead of reaching those arms above your head, let's bend our elbows, hands rest on our shoulders or upper back. Slowing that breath down. Maybe even deepening our breath here. Nice long exhale. All right, slowly coming up on our knees. Let's move into our camel pose. So let's place that right hand on that lower back to start. And when we're ready, we lift that left arm up. You can hold here, taking a slight back bend, or you can drop that right hand to your foot, placing your hand on your heel. And slowly coming out when you're ready. Other side. Left hand goes on that lower back. Right arm reaches up. You can stay here. That left hand can drop down. Neck is always comfortable. Eyes can gaze up or you can drop those eyes down. And slowly coming up. Let's do full camel. Both hands on that lower back to start, opening up those shoulders. Chin up, taking a slight back bend. You can hold here, you can drop those hands to your heels. Nice heart opener. Always coming out of this pose early if you need to. All right, coming up, let's do a few cat-cows, hands on the mat. Inhale, chin up, arch our back. Exhale, rounding our back, chin to chest. Let's do that a few times. Feel free to linger on that lower back. All right, let's move into our downward dog again, lifting up those knees. And let's walk those hands back to our feet. You can take a breath or two here. And when you're ready, slowly coming up to standing. All right, let's do our tree pose today. Let's start by standing on that left foot. Right foot comes up anywhere but your knee. Bringing those arms down in mountain pose if you'd like, palms facing out. Or your hands in prayer position, or you can lift those arms above your head. Wherever you are, let's take a few breaths here. Facial muscles relaxed. Now you can stay here, otherwise we lift that right knee up, arms open up to the side. You can hold that knee if you'd like. And lower down. Other side. You can shake that left leg out if you'd like. Right foot goes to the mat. Left foot comes up this time. Starting in mountain pose for a breath or two. And moving into whatever you did on the other side. Prayer position, maybe your hands are above your head. Remember that stomach is nice and strong. And we open up those arms, lifting that left knee up. Take a few breaths here. And we lower down. All right, let's come to the top of our mat. Nice deep inhale, lifting those arms above our heads. Nice stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Let's take a few breaths here. Maybe even swaying your head side to side. And let's move back to our downward dog. Let's flow through one last vinyasa, 3 or 4 times, all the way through. Inhale, plank, exhale, lower. Remember, you can always skip these vinyasas if you'd like. Just go straight to child's pose, meeting us there. When you're done, let's meet in a resting pose, child's pose or downward dog. Focus on your breath, in through the nose, out through the nose. Let's take 2 or 3 more breaths here. right, let's move back to downward dog. Let's do our pigeon pose today. So right leg comes up behind us. We bring that right leg all the way forward, bending that knee. Lower those hips down. You can rest your chin on your hands if you'd like. Nice long exhales. Remember, if this does not work, you can move to your back. Tuck that right knee in. One last breath here. And let's move back to our downward dog. You can shake that leg out. Other side, left leg comes up behind us. Then we bring that left leg all the way forward, bending that knee. Lower those hips down, pigeon pose. You can even focus on that hip, imagining you're relaxing those muscles on your exhale. Let's take 2 or 3 more breaths here. Let's move to our seated position. Bringing those legs out in front. You can shake those legs out if you'd like. Let's reach for those toes. Take a breath or 2 here. Pulling a little deeper on that exhale. All right, coming up, let's do our boat pose today. So we're coming up on our sit bones, lifting those knees up. You can hold your knees, you can straighten those legs, you can release your hands. Either way, taking a nice deep inhale and exhale. And lower down. Let's move to our back, full body stretch, hands come above our heads. Take a few breaths here. Let's tuck those knees into our chest. You can rock side to side. Give that lower back a little massage. Lower those feet down. Let's move into our bridge pose. Feet are hip distance apart. We lift those hips up, arms alongside, palms facing down. Core muscles are nice and strong. Breathing in and out. Another breath or 2 here. Now we lower those hips down, moving our knees side to side, release the pressure off that lower back. All right, let's do that 2 more times. Hips come up, this time clasping your hands underneath if you'd like, walking onto your shoulders. Remember, we're pressing down on the mat with those arms, stomach strong. Always breathing in and out. All right, lower those hips down, moving our knees side to side. One last time. Lifting those hips up, you decide what level. Arms can stay to the side. You can clasp your hands underneath, walking onto your shoulders, maybe lifting up those heels. Let's hold here. And if it's too much on that lower back, you can lower those hips down a little. Always listening to your body. When it's too much, when you need to come out of a pose, lower those hips down. Let's do our happy baby. Reaching for your toes. You can rock side to side, moving those heels in and out. Maybe doing butterfly pose, soles of the feet together. Those stomach muscles one more time. Legs go up, hands underneath your glutes. We support that lower back. Inhale, legs go up. Exhale, lower. Let's do that a few times. Inhale, legs come up. Exhale, lower down. few more times. You can always lift your chin and shoulders up, take it a step further if you'd like. Or you can always bend those knees, take some weight off. And last one. Let's lower those legs down, maybe hovering above the mat for a breath or two. Always breathing in and out, never holding our breath. All right, lower down, hands above our heads, full body stretch. You can move those wrists around, ankles. Let's place that left foot on our mat. Right ankle on that left knee. Let's pull that left knee in towards us. You can even rock side to side. Switching legs when you're ready. Left ankle on that right knee this time. Let's stretch those glutes. Left leg goes straight on the mat, right knee tucked in. Let's take a few breaths here. Let's drop that knee to our left, looking to our right. Stretch that lower back. Let's take a few breaths here. All right, coming back to center, other side. Right leg is straight, left knee tucked in this time. Now we drop that knee to the right, looking to our left. All right, let's move into our Shavasana when you're ready. Lying on our back, legs are straight, feet are relaxed open, arms alongside, palms facing up, closing our eyes. Let's take 3 breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2 more times. Last time. Now we'll be here for a few minutes. Feel free to end your practice now if you'd like. Otherwise, let's focus on our breath. 3 counts in through the nose, 4 counts out through the nose. Eyes are closed. We're just in a nice, comfortable position wherever that is for you. Let's focus on the word gratitude today. Just notice what that means to you. Maybe if your mind wanders, just bring it back to the word gratitude, or maybe just your breath. Let's deepen our breath here. 4 counts in through the nose, 5 counts out through the nose. Really filling up those lungs with air and exhale it out. Starting to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Let's bring awareness back to our body. You can roll to one side if you'd like. Then moving back to our seated position. Once you're here, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders back and down. We can bring those hands together in prayer position if you'd like. Take a few breaths here, relaxing those facial muscles. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, feeling grateful for our bodies today. Namaste.